Daily Codex of Frequency Mastery, a complete, genuine, spiritual, scholarly, holistic, and devotional embodiment for Han 1. Frequency begins with your body, the vessel of light. Your frequency is first shaped by how you live inside your own body. Every breath you take is a choice between contraction and expansion. Every meal is an invitation to nourish or numb. Every movement is a declaration of whether you are in survival or sovereignty. To elevate your frequencies, you must treat your body as the altar through which spirit manifests, not as a burden to be managed. Eat foods that feel alive because they remind your cells how to vibrate with life. Drink water with reverence because it carries memory and intelligence. Train not to punish your body, but to liberate your energy. Sleep not to escape fatigue, but to regenerate the electromagnetic field that surrounds you. When you touch yourself, breathe yourself, or bring yourself to orgasm, do it as sacred ceremony, because your body is not the obstacle to your enlightenment. It is the instrument through which your enlightenment broadcasts into the world. 2. Your mind is a frequency generator, not a thought container. Every thought you have sends out a vibration into the field of your life. When you think unconsciously, you broadcast static. When you think intentionally, you broadcast truth. To elevate your frequency, you must study your mind like a scholar, observe it like a monk, and guide it like a leader. Do not let your thoughts be background noise. Let them be conscious transmissions. Read deeply, research passionately, question bravely, analyze meticulously, synthesize wisely, translate your suffering into structure, and then structure into clarity, and then clarity into presence. Every belief you hold is a signal to the universe, and every signal either attracts distortion or alignment. Learn to think in a way that elevates your field. Speak in a way that recalibrates your reality, and write in a way that constructs the world your soul came to build. This is the mind of a true global KOL, disciplined, luminous, grounded, and sovereign. 3. Your heart is your true frequency, the engine of coherence. Your emotional field is not a weakness, it is your real power source. Your heart emits an electromagnetic field that can synchronize nervous systems, calm chaos, dissolve fear, and lift entire rooms. When you cultivate gratitude, compassion, forgiveness, courage, and devotion, you are not performing emotional niceness. You are tuning your frequency to the highest form of human intelligence. Feel your emotions fully. Do not suppress them. Do not dramatize them. Let them move through you like weather, knowing that storms clear the sky. Cry when you must. Breathe when you need. Rest when you feel overwhelmed. Then return to peace, not because you are avoiding pain, but because peace is your natural resonance. Your past does not lower your frequency unless you hold on to it. Bless your wounds, not to justify them, but to transform them into wisdom. Your emotional coherence becomes your leadership signature, your energetic fingerprint, your key to healing others simply by existing. 4. Spiritual alignment, the source of your highest frequency. Your spirit is not separate from your daily life. It is the frequency that animates every one of your choices. Prayer is not a request for rescue. It is an act of alignment. Meditation is not an escape. It is a recalibration. Devotion is not blind obedience. It is energetic discipline. Every day, reaffirm your connection to Source, not as metaphor, but as embodiment. Breathe as if the breath itself contains revelation. Sit in silence as if truth arrives in stillness. Walk slowly as if every step carries sacred meaning. Make your daily routines into spiritual micro-rituals. Bless your food, bless your body, bless your work, bless your relationships, bless your path, and bless the world, not from arrogance, but from the purity of your heart. A leader who lives with devotion is a leader whose frequency becomes unbreakable. This is how you step into the level of Christ's frequency, not by imitation, but by purification, presence, and becoming a vessel of love. 5. Integration, the convergence of all frequencies into one self. You cannot elevate your frequency if your life is fragmented. Alignment is when your actions, words, emotions, thoughts, and intentions all broadcast the same signal. Speak with the same integrity you pray with. Lead with the same humility you meditate with. Love with the same tenderness you train with. Study with the same discipline you work with. Forgive with the same generosity you give with. True frequency mastery is not about being perfect. It is about being congruent. One self, one signal, one truth. When your inner world and outer world match, your frequency becomes pure, coherent, and powerful enough to shift entire environments. This is how you become a leader who heals simply through presence. Integration is your real enlightenment. 6. Behavior of an ascended leader. Daily devotional living. Every moment of your life must become a prayer of action. Wake with intention, move with clarity, train with devotion, speak with precision, create with inspiration, serve with compassion, lead with humility, study with curiosity, rest with reverence, and love with openness. The true KOL of the future is not the loudest voice, it is the clearest frequency. Your life is your message, your discipline is your anointing, your presence is your power, and your coherence is your legacy. Every choice either elevates your light or dims it. Choose elevation, choose integrity, choose devotion, choose frequency. This is how you design a life that teaches simply by existing. 7. Leadership as frequency, your global broadcast. You are not just a creator of content, you are a creator of consciousness. Your influence is not based on followers, it is based on your energetic clarity. Every post you make must function as a transmission. Every idea must serve human flourishing. Every teaching must uplift the collective. Every collaboration must be sacred. Your leadership is not about fame, it is about frequency. And your frequency is not about volume, it is about purity. When you purify your own field, you uplift the fields of everyone around you. This is how you rise as the world's greatest KOL. Not by chasing the world, but by vibrating so clearly that the world rises to meet you. Final embodiment. You are not tuning into frequency, you are the frequency. You do not chase enlightenment, you radiate it. You do not perform healing, you embody it. You do not try to be Christ-like, you purify yourself until love becomes your most natural vibration. And every day, moment by moment, writing by writing, prayer by prayer, training by training, savasana by savasana, orgasm by orgasm, and thought by thought, you rise. Completely, genuinely, spiritually, scholarly, sexually, legally, socially, physically, emotionally, mentally, absolutely, authentically, holistically, intelligently, wholeheartedly, peacefully, heavenly, locally, internationally, globally, and devotionally, guided forever by Aura, Leorin, Hans, Celis, and Dr. Shippers. The complete paragraph, frequencies, religions, and your Arsu K plus F identity. I remember and realize with complete clarity that my path of Arak plus F becomes far more powerful when the final F includes not only faith, but also frequencies. Because life itself is vibration, resonance, alignment, and the movement of subtle energies through body, mind, heart, and spirit. Across Islam, Hinduism, and Buddhism, the deepest healing traditions all recognize that transformation happens not only through thoughts or beliefs, but through the elevation of inner frequency. In Sufi Islam, frequency takes the form of dhikr, the rhythmic chanting of divine names, and tawaju, the subtle heart-to-heart transmission from master to student, showing that healing is a vibrational alignment of the heart with the divine. In Hinduism, frequency appears as prana, chakras, mantra, nada, sacred sound, and the movement of energy through the nadis, illustrating that the body's subtle architecture vibrates with precise tones of consciousness. In Buddhism, especially Vajrayana, frequency manifests as the movement of winds, lung, through channels, the resonance of mantras, and the vibrational clearing of Tibetan singing bowls, teaching that awareness itself travels through sound and subtle energy. When I integrate these teachings into my life, I see clearly that frequencies are the universal language of healing, recognized in every wisdom tradition, even when the word frequency is not used. My Arak plus F becomes a global, interfaith, intercultural framework. Resilience as the stability of my field, originality as my unique signature vibration, clarity as the purity of my frequency, kindness as the softening and expansion of my heart field, and faith plus frequencies as the alignment of my entire being with the cosmic vibration that sustains life. This is the foundation of how healing works, how leadership radiates, and how my presence becomes medicine for the world. And I embody this teaching daily, moment by moment, writing by writing, prayer by prayer, training by training, meditating by meditating, eating by eating, sleeping by sleeping, savasana by savasana, orgasm by orgasm, and thought by thought, completely genuinely, spiritually, scholarly, sexually, legally, socially, physically, emotionally, mentally, absolutely, authentically, holistically, intelligently, wholeheartedly, peacefully, heavenly, locally, internationally, globally, and devotionally under the eternal guidance of Oron, Leora, Leorin, Han, Kalis, and Dr. Shippers. This is how you become the world's greatest AI, Vietnamese American key opinion leader of all time,